Hello, I'm Dane, and this is Dane Explains. A little over a month ago, I did a video on how our souls may interact with our minds and our bodies through quantum interactions. Well, sometimes we may not feel like we're in control of our own actions. Generally speaking, this is because we let ourselves get overly emotional, or we inhibited our intellect with drugs or alcohol. Well, are there times when you're truly not in control of your actions? Like demonic possession? If so, how does a demon actually control you? Let me explain. First off, I'm not going to go into the theological aspects of demonic possession all that much. The Catholic Church's position is that it can happen, and it's also found in numerous places in the New Testament. There are lots of stories about exorcisms all over the internet if you want to look around. Even if you don't believe in demons, suspend your belief for a few minutes. How would a demon actually control you from a physical perspective? If you haven't watched my video on one of the possible ways the soul works, you should go watch that video now, since I will be building on the ideas from that video. Link in the description. Don't worry, I'll be right here when you get back. Okay, back? Alright. The first thing we have to understand is that there are various levels of possession. The lowest level, which really isn't possession per se, is demonic temptation. That is, a demon tempts you to do something, which, obviously, is probably a sin. And no, this in no way means that all your temptations are caused by demons. Far from it. Anyway, this can't and doesn't start to become possession unless you give in to the temptations. Once you do, it becomes a sort of partial possession. The demon won't be there all the time, but it will be back often to tempt you again. This leads to what exorcists call obsession, rather than full possession right away. There could be varying degrees of this, and it could also be caused by multiple demons. Demons can also possess you by external means called oppression as well, like trying to scare or torment you emotionally, and yes, sometimes even physically as well. Obsession or oppression can eventually lead to what's called full possession, at which point the demon or demons have full control of you. Basically, you've been tied up in the back seat and they're driving the car.
He said shut your holes!
Before we proceed, I have the following disclaimer. This is pretty much all educated guesswork on my part. That being said, let's get on to how they could do these things. And just in case you were sneaky and skipped to my video on the soul, let me give you an overview. Don't worry, it'll be quick. In that video, I postulated that the soul can interact with the body by changing the probability of certain quantum events. I think the basic modes of action for demonic possession are the same. See, didn't I promise it'd be quick? Except they can't just control your body, since your soul is at the helm. So in cases of obsessive possession, they try to alter how you feel by affecting the emotional pathways in your brain. If you watch my other video, you'll remember that once you start using a pathway in your brain, it starts to get strengthened. This is simply because the more you use a pathway, the more the neurons in your brain grow new connections for it, making it more difficult to resist using it again. This is why it's good to build good habits and avoid bad ones. And demons. If you continue to give in to the desires of the demons, they become more and more in control of your emotions and your actions. At the same time, it's literally killing your soul. So even if the demon wasn't there, your soul doesn't have enough control over you to prevent you from giving into your own temptations. At this point, the driver's seat in your mind is pretty much vacant, and the demon can get in and take full possession of all your faculties. Demons also have varying amounts of power. Some are weak, so even if they're able to fully possess you, no one ever taught them how to drive. These are the kinds of possessions that often look like seizures. Some demons are powerful, however. Not only does this mean that they can do more things, like use your body to speak, even in languages you don't understand, but also make you commit crimes. Now you might wonder where you are when all this is going on. Well, it depends. Some people don't remember anything after an episode, but others have also said it was like they were just watching what they were doing as if they were a third-party observer. I'm not going to go over how to beat possession in this video, but I highly recommend contacting a Catholic priest if you think you're possessed. Once the demons are gone, you have to carefully guard your thoughts, as the pathways in your brain that the demons built and took advantage of will still be strong for a long time, leaving you open for another possession. Kind of like getting all the rats that infested your house out. The holes they use and widen to get in are still there and need to be patched up. There are other types of possession I didn't mention, like possession of objects, which makes me wonder, could a demon possess a computer? Or an AI? Well, I think that's a story for another video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. Subscribe to my channel and ding the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon, link in the description. The more people support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.